Hey, I just kind of feel like doing something a bit light at the end of the show. You know, we don't often do light. we're stale old vinegary doom and gloomers. But I didn't even know that the bird of the year had been done, but it's been announced. And I love birds. Do you have a favorite native bird?
I love lots of birds, but I have
Yeah.
been having lots of fun looking for tuis around, so I've been enjoying the tui lately.
I I have some sort of dreams to see various animals. I want to see a kiwi in the wild,
In
and
the wild, right?
I've been told that if you go to Stewart Island, this is going to sound really weird, but numerous people have told me this. There is a rugby field out the back of the pub, and they get on that rugby field at night time to get the worms and stuff. So I know it doesn't sound very sort of romantic, but apparently on Stewart Island, I'm not saying you're guaranteed, but I've had numerous people when I've said, "Oh, my wife saw my wife was tramping and she got this video of tramping and the kiwi came right up to her boots and was pecking at her boots." And this conversation went on, and when I told her about what I'd learned on the show, she went, "Oh yeah, that was on the rugby field." So like that's obviously a place that they go.
Right.
I mean, the other one for me, it's a bit different. Is an orca in the wild. I really want to see an orca in the wild. That would be amazing. But yeah,
All really possible.
yeah, I know. But I love birds. I love the bird thing. We've got those feeders all around the house as well, and the tuis and bellbirds, and that will come and have a bit of a go. So I'm interested in this. You guys can all go now if you want, but I want to know who won bird of the year, so I'm going to have a look. Maybe it's the hawk, because look at the picture. We'll see.
The Bird of the Year has just wrapped up its 20th anniversary, and it's been the biggest voter turnout yet. So which feathered friend has taken the crown?
Because they had that year 2 years ago that John Oliver got involved. Has this been the biggest ever? That's surprising if that's the case.
Ava Whitworth has the details.
The votes are in, the feathers have settled, and Aotearoa's 2025 Bird of the Year has been named.
Kahu.
The mighty Kārearea has swooped in to take the top spot.
Well, I think New Zealanders, probably we all feel like we need a bit of a hero in 2025.
But with a new bird hero taking the throne this year, do Kiwis even know the real worth of a winner?
Do you know what bird this is on the $20 note?
Karakia.
No, so close. Try again.
Oh, Kārearea.
It kind of looks similar to a pigeon.
Eagle, hawk.
We have a place in
Falcon,
Waiheke and we see them there all the time.
Well, if it's a falcon, absolutely. That means it's a boss bird.
The Kārearea is no ordinary manu. It's a high-speed hunter, capable of reaching 200 kilometres an hour in a dive and can catch prey larger than itself. While there are 38 species of falcon worldwide, this one is only found in Aotearoa and is one of a kind here.
They're the only falcon found here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and they are the spitfire of the bird world.
But even heroes have vulnerabilities. With ground nests, Kārearea eggs and chicks are easy prey for introduced predators.
We are in effect the land without teeth, so if it's got forelegs and fur, and especially if it's bitey, like a ferret or a stoat or a rat, even a hedgehog, then for eggs and chicks on the ground, they're just incredibly vulnerable.
This year marks 20 years of Bird of the Year, and Forest and Bird says the competition is more than just memes and mayhem.
It's become like a cult phenomenon, and we love that. We lean right into it. The purpose of it is to educate New Zealanders about our native birds, and really importantly, we get to tell people that these things are in trouble and they need our help.
And help, she says, can be as simple as trapping predators in your backyard or protecting a patch of bush. The Kārearea has its talons on the title, but for New Zealand's bird life, the fight for survival is far from over.
It's tough, that, isn't it? It's when birds are ground dwelling. I'm surprised that the falcon is. It's because
so many in New Zealand that are ground dwelling.
Well, it's
That's
because
really
they had no predators. It's not in their DNA to worry about it. I think is it the. I was going to say the weka. No, maybe it's the kakapo. I'm not sure which one it was, but
the kakapo's on the ground too. The great
there's one. Yeah, that's
not the great green little parrot.
Yeah, that might be the one. Stephen Fry did a segment on it, one of his shows. where he was touring, and he found it, and he said the thing about, I think it was the kakapo. The reason it was so easy to hunt for Māori, because before they turned up, they had no predators. So Māori would literally just look over the rock, duck away, and the kakapo would go, huh? Pop up, have a look, and they just grab it and put it in their kite. That's how they did it. But yeah, they are pretty cute, eh? Oh, here we go. Sorry, Red Rover, if I recall correctly. There you go. I'm old.
Me, I didn't get it either. Me too.
No. And then everybody jumps on board, come to Kapiti to see an orca. Maybe I'm going to be a little bit of a snob. I'd love to see an orca in New Zealand, but there's something about Alaska. I don't know what it is, but there's something about in Alaska, it would just be, that's like the gold standard. Love to see one in New Zealand, but there's something about Alaska which just draws me as well. Talking about the Kiwis in the rugby field. Yep, they are numerous there. There you go. So there we go. Lots of people. I saw my first wild orca 2 days ago. Oh, cool. Fantails and wax eye, says Kathy. Kiwi are super fluffy. This is funny as well. Weka should be a national bird. Kiwi is cringe. Do you know the television program Alone? There's a program called Alone, and it's 10 contestants, and they go out into the wilderness. It's normally in Canada, and they're alone. And the one who survives the longest wins $500,000.
Right.
And they do all their own filming. They take their own cameras, etc., etc., etc. Just this year, they've done 3 outside of America. They did Africa, they did Australia, and I don't know how long ago it was because I watched it online. That might have finished, but there's one in New Zealand. And it's Australian contestants competing in New Zealand, and the Weka keep coming into the guy's campground and trying to steal all his stuff. And of course, they're not allowed to kill it because it's a native bird. But it's I just saying Weka, they're kind of adorable birds. I sort of agree. Peter says orca and otago occasionally. It's karearea is my token. Reki dragon come to Raglan Pat. They swim in our harbour. I love Raglan. I spent a lot of time in Raglan when I was living up in the North Island. Seriously, can't beat a bellbird. Yeah, that song is pretty awesome. We get bellbirds, we feed them at our feeder. I've been to that, I guess it's rugby field. There we go. And finally, there's so many more. It's like you talk about these really serious things, and all of a sudden you mention a bird and the chat goes bananas. Weka is cool. That's what I'm guessing that is. Sunglasses, cool.